In this section, we are going to discuss spanning tree port fast. What is the feature of spanning tree port fast and how we can configure by using Cisco Packet Tracer. For that, we'll see the points of this spanning tree port fast. It is a Cisco proprietary feature. We can configure this feature in Cisco switches, and this is used for configuring in access ports of a switch. And one of the important thing we should be confirm is that while we configuring this spanning tree port fast, we are not configuring this feature in any of the ports which are connected into other networking devices. Means we should be configured this spanning tree port fast only in access port of a switch, the ports which are connected into the PCs or into other servers. What this feature is doing that it is bypassing the STP initialization of the port in which are configured this feature. That means normal STP initialization is going through some delay features like listening, learning, and then only coming that port into the forwarding state. If you are enabled this spanning tree port fast, that port is directly coming from disabled into the forwarding state without going through the listening and learning state. Actually, this listening and learning state is used for STP in order to avoid the looping problems in a network. So while we bypassing the STP initialization in access ports, it is directly coming from disabled state or blocked state into the forwarding state. So we should be carefully do this one. We should be confirm that it is not configured in any ports which are connected to other networking device. Otherwise, it will make some loops in the network. And we can configure this command into the port which are connected into computers or servers, as we mentioned before. In the command device, we can use a simple command. We can enable this one, this spanning tree port fast command. We have to do this in inside the interface or inside the interface range command. In global configuration mode, also we can configure by using the command spanning tree port fast default. By this default configuration command, it is automatically enable the port fast feature in all the access port of the switch. Now we'll try to configure this spanning tree port fast. What we have to do is our aim is to configure spanning tree port fast in this switch, the second scenario, and in the first scenario we are working it on the normal STP. We will feel the difference in the STP's port fast enabled switch and the normal STP switch. So here in this switch we can see you can check this show spanning tree. These are the connected interfaces, and all these are now in the forwarding state. This F0 are 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are the interfaces connected into these computers, and all are in forwarding state. As it is directly connected to the end devices, there is no any loop, so it is directly come into the forwarding state. Now we would like to make a shutdown on in these interfaces, and we can see the time it is taking after reloading the interfaces. After restarting the interfaces, it will come into listening, learning, and then only it will be going into the forwarding state. You can check that one by entering into the interface range command fast ethernet 0/1 to 5, and we'll make a shutdown. Now we can see all the interface become down, and we'll entering into the no shutdown command. I think it's already configured the port fast feature. First I will remove the port fast feature here, and we'll see again. No spanning tree port fast. Okay, now we can see that these interfaces are coming from shutdown into listening, learning, and into forwarding state. So we will see. You can check the status of here interfaces show spanning tree command. Still it is not okay. Let's check again. Interfaces. Range fast Ethernet to 0/1 to 5. Shut down. And now shut down. Still, I think the command is still working there. Show run encoding. Starting with the spanning tree. Spanning tree. Oh yeah, still the spanning tree port fast is enabled there. Sure. Run. Yeah, in some interfaces still the port fast is working. I think it is from 6 to 10. It is still the port fast is there. So we should remove the port fast feature from all the interfaces. Now spanning tree port fast. Now we can see that the normal STP process shows spanning tree. This range fast /1 to 10. Shut down. Now shut down. Spanning tree port fast default. We can reload this switch. It's better. Yeah, show spanning tree. We can see that these interfaces are coming through the normal STP process. Now it is in listening state. From listening state, it will entering into the learning state, and after the learning state, then only it will come into the forwarding state. Yeah, now it is in forwarding state. Normal in STP process, it will take around more than 30 seconds. So in order to bypass this timing of delay timing, we can enable the port fast. Now we will configure the port fast feature in this switch, and we will see the difference of the interfaces timing coming into forwarding state. Show spanning tree. First, I'll check the spanning tree is enabled or not in interfaces. Show interface. Show run. We can check show run. And there is no any spanning tree is configured. So interface fast Ethernet range command. Interface range fast Ethernet /1 to 10. Now spanning tree port fast. We can shut down. We cannot shut down here. Yeah, it is normally it is a normal STP process is going on here. So we'll enable the port fast feature here. Interface fast Ethernet interface range /1 to 10. Spanning tree port fast. Now the spanning tree port fast feature is enabled, and we can see by shutdown and making no shutdown, it will directly coming into the forwarding state without going through the listening and learning state. It is directly coming into the forwarding state. So we'll do make again a restart, shutdown, or make a reload of the switch. We can easily find out the difference in port fast enabled switch and not enabled switch. I mean, here in this switch it is not enabled, and in this switch we are enabled the spanning tree port fast. Let's make a reload on both switches. We can see the difference. That is the reloaded. And the second one, so we are going to reload. Now we can see the time difference in both these switches. Now this is up, and the interfaces are going through the listening and learning stage. Normal SDP, whereas in this switch it is SDP enabled, port fast enabled switch. It is directly going into the forwarding state without going through the listening and learning state. One of the important things should be confirmed that we are configuring this feature only in access port. If they are configuring in this feature into any other interfaces which are connected into any other networking devices, there may be a chance to make a looping process.